and welcome to Humanities 142, Studies in Literature. My name is Danielle Farrar, and I'll be your instructor for this course. This is a welcome message to welcome you to the course, to my thoughts on literature, and to me. And as part of your first assignments, you'll all be introducing yourselves as well, so we can all get to know each other, and I hope we can get to know each other well across the whole term. You can call me Professor Farrar, Mrs. Farrar, or Danielle. I don't mind any of the three. It just depends on what you prefer and your level of comfort. In terms of getting started with the course, you want to first carefully read through the syllabus and important information, which you will get to when you click Start Here on the course's homepage in Canvas. Once you click Start Here, you will be taken to a variety of links and resources, including the syllabus. You will also be asked to watch a few videos and read through important documents. You're going to want to become really familiar with all of these, especially the syllabus, because syllabi are really crucial to outlining course policies, the course description, what's expected of you, and also what you can expect of me. It will also discuss the various assignments we'll be doing during the course and also how things will be graded. And it's a document you not only want to get familiar with at the beginning of the course, but it's also one that you want to kind of go back to again and again across the course. And I will also use that document as a touch point throughout the course to bring us to the period of time when the syllabus is relevant. And there are some times, to remind people, including myself, about course policies and those expectations, because those are really important for succeeding in this course. So anyways, this course again is Humanities 142, Studies in Literature. And literature is not something that is just for those people who are called humanists or people who work in the humanities. It's something that is really necessary of everybody, regardless of whatever discipline or whatever their specialties are. Literature is what we call a human artifact, and the primary ties that humans have to our own history. And just like writing and art and other types of disciplines within the humanities, these are all artifacts of human cultures, human conditions, and various worldviews. So very much for me, the study of literature is something that is not necessarily about the joy of reading, which it can be, but I'm more interested in literature because of the provocative questions that it allows me to ask about my own identity and how I connect in the world. So reading and studying and analyzing literature is really about looking at these texts to confront issues that regard humans. For example, I've been teaching literature and writing for just about 15 years, and I work in 16th and 17th century literature. So I'm a Shakespearean, and in particular, I work with what's called revenge tragedy. Hamlet is probably one of the most famous examples of this type of drama. But oftentimes I talk about revenge tragedy in terms of how they have 21st century relevance in consideration of what these texts have to say about justice, what is justice, who has authority, political systems, political corruption, and who determines who gets what punishment, and is the punishment fair. So these large cultural conversations about justice and what justice is and how does one gain justice in a political climate that is contentious, which is in fact pervasive in these 16th and 17th century texts, has 21st century implications and relevancy. So if you aren't stoked about literature, I understand. Not everyone is. People sometimes get weirded out when I say, yes, PhD in literature, and their response is usually, wow, you must really like to read. And it's like, well, it's not so much about the reading. Like I said, I'm not actually the biggest fan of reading, but reading is really critical to getting to the interesting parts. So to get to the parts of asking those questions, so when I read this text, what does this text say to me about this issue, and how am I reacting to this issue? And then even on a more meta level, why am I reacting like that to this issue? It's really about reflexive selfhood and understanding who am I as a person and why am I this way? And what are my worldviews and why are those my worldviews? And then arguing about worldviews by using texts as corroboration for ideas about human issues. Literature is a mirror for us to ask these types of questions about who we are as a human, as part of a culture, and how we engage in the different worlds in which we exist. We will be addressing some of these very questions across the course. So to sum up, You will want to get familiar with the syllabus and the other important information provided to you on Canvas. To contact me, you can email me via my ERAU email, which is listed in the Canvas course. And if you click on discussions in our Canvas course, you can also ask questions in what's called the online office by clicking on that. I also hold 5 office hours during the week, and these hours are listed in the online office. Just as a note, and I wrote this in the online office, I am based in Los Angeles, so all of the times I've listed and all of the due dates for everything will be in Eastern Standard Time, but just as a note, I am in Pacific Standard Time, and I'm sure different people in the class will be from a variety of time zones, so that will be interesting. I also have set up a Slack account for this class, and Slack can be downloaded for free as an app on a smartphone or downloaded for free and used on a laptop or PC. And I'm going to be providing a link to join our class Slack group in another announcement. Slack is a really quick way to get in touch with me. You can either talk to me privately. There's going to be places to just ask questions. You can talk to other classmates, but it's a really good resource and platform for really quick communication, particularly when we have an online class and everyone may be in different time zones. So I really highly encourage you to use this platform as another way to communicate, and I'll post information about that as we get nearer to the term. I also posted a video in this same announcement called What is Literature For? And you should definitely all watch this really brief video to get some additional ideas about the purpose of studying literature. And lastly, you'll be able to read through my specific course policies under my bio in Canvas. And I will be posting another announcement nearer to the beginning of the term that discusses engagement guidelines for the course. I know this is a long welcome message, but we'll have plenty of time to talk more and discuss things across the term. I look forward to meeting all of you and getting to know all of you, and of course, talking about literature. So goodbye for now.